guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another edition of my Flashback Friday series. We're going to be using the Through My Eyes palette by Allyson and ColourPop. I don't want to make my intro too long, so let's go ahead and jump into the makeup. Okay, so jumping into the Through My Eyes palette by ColourPop and Allyson, I'm gonna first grab the shade Sandalwood. It's like the lightest transition shade. Well, not the lightest, I guess In a Wink would be, but it's the lightest brown transition shade in the palette. And I'm gonna go ahead and just run that through my crease. I wanna do a look with like the purpley, silvery tones in here. Just cause when I reviewed this palette like back in December-ish, I wanna say, I did use the greens, and so I wanna switch it up and use the purples. Just running this through my crease in windshield wiper motions. My eyes were already primed with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I should have said that in the beginning, but it's alright. I love this palette so much, but I haven't touched it honestly since probably January, which is like another reason why I'm so glad I'm doing this series now, because it gets me to revisit my older palettes and not just use like the same eyeshadow palettes over and over again, you know? Because I do love the palette, and the color story in here is beautiful, and I think it's a good like beginner palette. Like if you don't have a lot of palettes in your collection and you bought this, it would give you so much variety in your collection, but it's only like $20, you know? So it's a good like starter palette in my opinion, because you can still do neutral looks but also like creative looks with it. So I don't know, I'm digging it. Now I'm gonna take the shade Canela right there. It's like a mid-tone brown. It does have like flecks of shimmer throughout it, but I'm pretty sure if you blend it goes away. Yeah, when you blend it the shimmers do go away. How's everyone's day going so far? Let me know down below. Really, I haven't really done much with my day. I woke up, had some breakfast, took Turbo out, opened my box of 12 candles because your girl has shopping problems. When she sees a sale, she must buy. So like 12 days ago, I bought 12 Bath & Body Works candles, and they showed up today, and I smelled all of them and put them in my candle shelf, and here we are filming. That has been my day. Oh, plus I did make myself some nice iced coffee with my reusable straw and cup. Just blending the two shades together a bit more. Now to deepen out my outer corner, I'm gonna take the shade, it's not Diva, but it's Divina? Why am I literally illiterate? I went to school for like 14 years. And I'm just gonna pack that on my outer corner. I feel like I remember this shade being kind of trickier to work with, but maybe I was wrong. I can't remember exactly. I love this color though. It's like a nice deep eggplant purple. It's so pretty, and it goes so well with the shimmer I'm gonna use, so. Hey. Okay, I need to take a brush that has better blending abilities, because that one does have some blending, but it's meant more for like packing. So I'm gonna take this smaller brush and grab that shade once again, just to help blend it a bit more. I feel like brushes are why a lot of people feel like they can't do makeup, because I'll see girls do their makeup and they use like the same like 1 or 2 brushes and they don't use them correctly. Obviously there's no rules to makeup and you can use brushes however you want to, but I don't know, I just feel like certain brushes are better for doing certain things, and when I see people using a brush to do one thing and it's like not meant for that, I'm just like, that's why your makeup's not turning out the way you want it to, is because you're not using the correct brush, you know? Now I'm gonna take this Sonia Kashuk No. 110 brush. It's like a flat packing brush, perfect for shimmer. And I'm gonna grab the shade Flex right here. This shade is so pretty. I remember I wore it one time like months ago, and I remember how many compliments I got on this shadow. Like everybody was loving it, so we're gonna use it again. I'm gonna spray my brush just to make it more intense. It has like this glitter feel to it, like not in a bad way, like it doesn't feel like I'm putting a chunky glitter on my eyes, but all like the little just like flecks of shimmer and sparkle in there make it look like I'm wearing a glitter on my eyes, and I think it's so pretty. Going back in with Canela, that mid-tone warm brown, just to blend out these colors. And back in with Sandalwood, a big fluffy brush to blend out my edges here. I'm now gonna take the shade Lucido. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I don't know Spanish like at all. But it's a really pretty shimmering champagne-y gold color. I'm gonna use that to highlight my brow bone. I originally busted out this Super Shock to pair with this look too, but I don't know if I want to use it. It's the shade Prickly Pear. It's my favorite Super Shock ever. I just don't know I don't know, like, I'll do a little bit like on the inner part of my, ooh, you know what? That actually made this like a lot more sparklier, so I'm just gonna put it all over my shimmer just to amp it up. It's not really adding much color because the colors are very similar, but it made it like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it made it more sparkly. So prickly pear coming through always. For lashes, I'm gonna take my Bold Face Makeup lashes in this style Spice It Up. You guys have seen me use these lashes like 1,000,006 times before. We're not like surprised here, it's nothing new. Okay, so recently I made an order from Ulta, and when I made that order I was able to get like a free sample. So I got this 7-piece sample set of mascara, so I have a bunch of like tiny Charlie mascaras I need to go through. So I'm taking the Maybelline The Colossal Classic Black Mascara. It's little because I got it in a set, just in case you were wondering why I'm using such a tiny mascara. I'm still waiting for my lashes to dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I absolutely love this primer. It's such a good alternative to the Touch in Sol No Pore Blend Primer. I've heard this is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, but my broke ass has never tried that $50 primer, so I cannot attest to that. But I do think it's a nice primer regardless, so I'd recommend getting this one before you go out and buy a $50 primer, because I don't think any primer is worth $50.
Going down, down, and I'm moving around. And sure, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with the bullet.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation too, just because I'm on a time crunch here. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I did just film a whole 12-hour review wear test on this foundation. I have it edited and everything. I'm going to be posting this on Saturday though, because I filmed it yesterday on Thursday, and today is Friday, and I also gonna post my Flashback Friday palette on Friday. So this video will be up tomorrow. And yes, I am fully aware, it's not my shade, but we're gonna blend it down my neck and it's gonna be fine. Okay, I think my lashes are good to apply now. I love these lashes so much. I love the Bold Face Makeup lashes, literally so much. They're so affordable, but they're still like beautiful. And their shipping is like hella fast too, and not spons. I feel like I'm sponsored. They don't even know I exist. They don't acknowledge my existence. Shipping is like literally so fast. Like I'll order like 4 or 5 pairs of lashes and it'll be here within a week, and I think that's so amazing, because generally when I'm ordering eyelashes, that means I need them like ASAP and I don't want to wait like forever for them. So just wanted to mention that if any of you are looking for affordable cruelty-free lashes. If you see little white glue when I look down, that is just my lashes drying a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the rest of my face just to speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna take my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I do have to use a lot of this because this foundation is not the right color for me, just to kind of make everything look a little more my shade. I do have to set this foundation in place with powder because it is a luminous foundation, so I'm gonna take my Rimmel Stay Matte Loose Powder. Okay, let's go ahead and bronze up my skin because I hate looking like I'm just like a blank slate of foundation. I need some color in my skin, you know? Go ahead and take my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Soleil. I have not used this bronzer in so long, guys. I've been trying to use up my Flower Beauty one because I broke the cap on it and I didn't want it to dry out. But I just feel like switching it up today. Plus, I don't know if I like this one more. I'm just more accustomed to it, but I figure since we're using like a throwback palette, kind of. The Through My Eyes palette is not that old. It's not even a year old yet, but with ColourPop launching every like 6 seconds, it is an older palette now. I figured since we're using like an older palette, we could go ahead and use this OG bronzer of mine. I'm gonna contour my nose with the bronzer just because I don't like having like a super contoured nose, but I do need some color there, you know? So I just take a bit of bronzer and run it along the sides of my nose and blend it into my eyeshadow a little bit. I feel like when you do like this right here, when you blend it, it looks more put together. Obviously when you wear like blue makeup, you can't do that, but when you're wearing just like a neutral eye look like I have on today, it's really nice to blend these together. Look more like put together, I guess. I think I said that though. Okay, and then for blush, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Blush Trio in the style Cocktail Party, and I'm gonna take this shade right here called Scorching. I know it looks super intense, but when you use like a really light, fluffy brush like this one, the Luxie 514 Blush Brush, and you just kind of like dab into it a little bit, tap it off, and just apply it. It's not so intense, and I think the color really complements this eye makeup really well, so that's what we're doing. I told myself when I was decluttering my blushes that I had to use this more often in order to keep it, so here we are. So cute. I like this blush. I look definitely like I'm blushing, but I kind of like that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my lower lash line now, I think. I'm gonna take this shade right here, Canela, once again, and I'm gonna run that along my lower lash line from inner to outer corner. I'm gonna take a bit of Sandalwood, this shade right here, just to blend that out a little bit. Wow, I really like that color right there. Looks so vibrant. I'm gonna take this shade once again, that dark purpley brown, and I'm putting that right against my lash line. I don't know how well you guys can see that because I have to like be close to the mirror, but I stabbed myself in the eye, but like right there in that area, you know? Right in the eye stabbing area. I really like the way this eye look is looking. I think it looks so pretty. Like, I'm so obsessed with my makeup today. Does that sound conceited? I don't care. It's artwork. I made art on my face and I'm loving it. Well, now I don't know if I want to use this brown liner or if I want to grab the other one, because I think the other one might look a bit better. I was going to use this dark brown liner by ColourPop, but now I think I'm going to use this like tanny brown one because I think it might go really pretty with this eye. If not, I can always add the darker one on top. So I'm going to take my ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in the shade Get Paid. Okay, I know you like cannot see that on camera, but it looks really pretty and it kind of goes well with the eye. So we're gonna leave that. We're not gonna use the darker one. Okay, before I go with mascara and like finish off my eyes for sure, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with my ColourPop All-Star Setting Spray. Apply my highlight. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. God, every time I apply this highlighter, I'm like, yes, this is the only highlight I will ever need, ever. But I am gonna go over top of that with my Becky G times ColourPop Luster Dust, because y'all already know that just makes everything that much more intense. Hello. I'm gonna run some brow powder through my brows. This is my Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to Go. I like doing this after my highlight, that way I can get all the highlight out of my brow. I was noticing since I was highlighting the top of my brow bone that I was also highlighting my eyebrows, and that's not cute. I'm also gonna run my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel through my eyebrows to set them in place. Going back to my eyes, I'm gonna take the shade once again that we used to highlight the brow bone and use that in my inner corner. I'm going to use some mascara on my lower lashes. Okay, and then for lips, I'm going to take my ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade Appy. It's a really pretty like warm tone nude. I thought went perfect with the transitions in my eye. And then I'm also going to grab my ColourPop lippy stick in the shade Dream Date because it's a bit lighter. So I'm going to put it in the center of my lips to give myself like an ombre look. I don't really think it did much, but you know, did something, I guess. And now I'm going to spray my face one last time to lock everything in place with my ColourPop All-Star Setting Spray once again. Alright guys, and that is my completed look using the Through My Eyes palette by I Love Sarah E and ColourPop for Flashback Friday. This palette and actually like many others were requested for Flashback Friday. This one I was more excited about because I knew I wanted to use that like silvery purple shades in the palette, so I really like this. I don't really do looks like this too often. I really do like my super gold and warm tone smoky eyes, so I don't know, I'm kind of liking this like cool tone vibe I have going on. Kind of digging it. Let me know down below what palette you want to see for next week's Flashback Friday. I love you guys so much, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.